Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا سادات أصحاب رسول مدد يا مشايخنا الدستور مولانا إن شاء الله فاز حسن شيخ محمد كان طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجمعية أفعل الخير لعل بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أفعل الخير لعلكم تفلحون صدق الله العظيم. Allah Azze ve Celle diyor, hayır yapın ki işleriniz iyi olsun.
Do goodness so that what you do may be good and you may find blessings.
Sonunuz iyi olsun.
So that you may find a good ending.
Her şeyiniz iyi olsun.
So that do goodness so that everything you do is blessed and good.
Hayır yapmak nedir?
What does it mean to do goodness?
İyilik yapmak her türlü Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellemin
goodness or blessed acts are deeds which are charitable. Blessed deeds are deeds which are good.
Gösterdiği şeyleri yapmak hayır odur.
To do what our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, showed us means to perform good deeds.
Sünnetlerini Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem yaptığı şeyler sünnettir.
Everything our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, did make the sunnah, and to follow the sunnah and to do what our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, did means to do good things.
Sünnetler de nedir? İnsanlığa hayırdır. Herkes hayırdır.
To follow the sunnah of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and to do acts according to the sunnah is a blessing. It's a blessing for all humanity.
Yapana en çok hayır ona olur.
And most of the blessings are reserved for the one who follows the examples of our beloved Prophet and does as our Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, did.
Kötülük yapmayın diyor. İyilik yapın.
Don't do bad or evil acts. Do good and blessed acts.
Her gün 365 azar insanın onların her birinin sadakası var diyor.
A person has 365 organs and we are obliged to give sadaqah for each of these organs.
O sadakalar insan sahabeler nasıl o kadar sadaka verecek deyince
and the companions of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, thereupon asked the Prophet, peace be upon him, how are we supposed to give so much sadaqah?
Onlara iyilik yapın, her iyilik bir sadaka yerine geçer diyor Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem.
And thereupon our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said that perform acts of goodness, perform acts of kindness, do blessed deeds, and each good deed will represent a sadaqah, a charitable donation.
Yoldan geçerken bir yolda zarar verecek şey varsa onu kenara koymanız hayırdır.
For example, if you walk and you see something on the ground which may hinder or may be an obstacle, and if you remove that obstacle from the way in order to protect someone, then that act of goodness is a sadaqah.
Kardeşinize selam vermeniz hayırdır, sevaptır, o da sadakadır.
Or to give salams to your brothers or sisters, that is also an act of kindness, of goodness, which will be rewarded.
Yani akla iyilik ne kadar iyilik varsa hepsi sadakadır diyor Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem.
Thus our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, says that all acts of goodness, all acts of kindness you can think of are considered to be a sadaqah.
Sadakada insanın Allah Azze ve Celle'nin müminlere verdiği hediyelerdir. Onun karşılığını her sadaka yerine 10 sevap verir.
And to be able to give sadaqah is the divine favor by Allah Almighty. To be able to make charitable donations is a gift from Allah Almighty, because He, Allah Almighty, will reward you 10 times for every single sadaqah, for every single charitable donation or act of kindness. Allah Almighty will reward you tenfold.
O sevap ahirette, cennette saraylar, her türlü güzellikler onlarla.
Sadaqah, performing acts of kindness, giving charitable donations, are a means for you to obtain the beauty in the hereafter, to obtain palaces in the hereafter, and to obtain all those beautiful things that are reserved for the hereafter.
Alınır ahirette, parayı geçmez.
In the hereafter, money is not valid.
Burada o parayı vereceksin ki ahirette sana hazır bulunsun.
Money is something you need to spend for the sake of Allah Almighty in this world, so that through your donations, through your sadaqah and acts of charity, you will be obtaining the beauties of the hereafter.
Başka türlü parası olmayan da dediğimiz gibi hayır yapacak, iyilik yapacak.
And if you don't have money to give a sadaqah, you can still perform acts of kindness. You may perform benevolent deeds, which are considered as sadaqah. To do an act of goodness, to do an act of kindness, to do something which is blessed, is also considered to be sadaqah.
Yardım edecek ki Allah katında makbul insan olsun.
To do goodness, to help each other, are acts which make Allah Almighty be pleased with you, and which make you to be in a state that is acceptable in the divine presence.
Felaha uğrasın. Felah dediği en güzel şeydir. İnsanın ulaşacağı mertebedir.
It is through the acts of goodness and kindness, through sadaqah and benevolent deed, that one will obtain the state of well-being, of prosperity, of salvation. It is through goodness that one will obtain the best possible state.
Ona ulaşan Allah'ın makbul kulu, sevgili kulu olur.
And if you are such a benevolent person, then you are a servant of Allah Almighty, who is loved by Allah Almighty, who is accepted in the divine presence.
Allah hepimize hayır yapmayı nasip etsin.
May Allah Almighty make us all become those who are benevolent and to perform good deeds.
Şer yapmayı nasip etmesin inşallah.
And may Allah Almighty protect us from committing or doing bad deeds.
Çünkü insanlar nefislerine uyuyor.
Because people, they do have an ego and they follow their egos.
Şer de yapabiliyor.
And as they follow their egos, they may also commit acts of badness or do evil things.
Onun için Allah muhafaza etsin.
Therefore, we ask Allah Almighty to protect us,
Zalim olmayalım.
so that we may not be oppressors or tyrants.
Mazlum olalım da zalim olmayalım inşallah.
May we be victims, but may we never be tyrants or oppressors.
Ve minallah tevfik. El Fatiha.